Hey guys, welcome back to the Gypsy Moon Child, and this is going to be the monthly reading for August 2020 for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Geminis. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, time is fluid, and energies and roles can be reversible or vice versa. If this reading doesn't resonate at all, you can check your Moon, Rising, or Venus signs, or readings by any other reader as well. I just recently launched my website, so you can book a personal reading from there, or you can also download guided meditations and view affirmations on my website, so check it out. And you can use my PayPal link for the donations if you want. Currently, the mode of payment on my website is just PayPal, so if you don't have access to it, you can DM me on Instagram or mail me. I'll let you know the other modes of payment available, or you can use the donation button on my website to book a reading. And leave a review if you've ever taken a reading from me or you try it out now as well. So for Geminis, for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Geminis for August 2020, let's see. Page of Pentacles. Some of you might be dealing with an earth sign. Okay, so it could be that you're dealing with a particular person that there could be an age difference between both of you, a significant age difference. But it's like this connection might be just going a little slow. You're taking baby steps towards this connection. Some of you guys are planning to go back to school to learn something new, add a skill to your CV. That's really good idea if you've planned for that. And it's like some person is coming into your life to give you an offer of stability and love, stable long-term connection, but it's going to take some time. I feel this person is going to take baby steps towards it, towards you, towards the connection. They're going to give you some hints, probably. And for some of you guys, I feel that it's about your career or something. You're not seeing a growth in that right now. It's growing really slow. Your finances probably are not as much as you want them to be right now. Let's see. Queen of Cups. Some of you might be dealing with another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But I feel this is a person. I feel you or your person, like, take however it resonates with you. It's like someone, you miss someone a lot. Someone, it's like you keep watching their pictures, their videos. Your emotions are all over the place, and you're very overwhelmed by your feelings towards this person. You miss them a lot. There could be a child involved in this connection as well, I feel, for some of you guys. I think someone could be also acting a little immaturely in this connection. But I feel someone keeps looking back at those pictures and all, and I feel that you miss this person a lot. Either you or your person just keeps looking at your pictures, they keep thinking about you. But this person is someone who's very, very emotional and wants only long-term and stable connection. And I feel if it's like someone coming up with a message, someone just wanting to tell you something, that what they want from you is a long-term stable connection and how emotionally involved they are in this connection, that could be a case for some of you guys. The moon, some of you are actually dealing with a water sign, Scorpio or Cancer. So it's like I feel that right now things are not really clear between both of you. It's like a mystery as to where this connection is going. With the next full moon, like the full moon that we'll be having in August, there'll be something will be revealed. I feel it's like you know what your long-term goal is with this person, but the path right now is not probably very clear. Like whatever is going on right now, you do not know how to move forward. You want to marry this person, you want to have a long-term connection with this person, but you don't know how to proceed forward, how to move forward with this person. Ace of Swords. There's a need of communication. Some truth has to be this mystery has to resolve. Someone has to speak the truth. Someone has to bring back the honesty in this connection. I feel for some of you guys, it's like as I said earlier, someone is watching the pictures and all. It could be the case that someone is stalking, okay, keeping an eye on you, or someone is confused between two people as well. That's what I feel. Or they were not able to decide how to move ahead in this connection. There's not much clarity here, and with the Ace of Swords, I feel the clarity is coming in this connection as well. This will bring a lot of clarity in this connection, this Ace of Swords, and it's gonna provide this connection a new beginning, and the truth will be told. It's like you guys will have the talk. Okay, 2 of Cups and 3 of Cups came out together. What is going on? So it's like a reunion with a person, I feel. With your soulmate, it's like a soulmate kind of an energy I'm getting here. So for some of you guys, it's gonna be a reunion with your soulmate. You know, guys are gonna reconnect, reconcile, and have a really good time together. Some sort of celebration is also up on the cards. If you're already dating someone, if you're already are with someone, there's celebration on the cards as well. For others, I feel that if you're already don't freak out, but if you're already dating someone or you're in a relationship, things are not really clear. As I earlier also mentioned, someone is confused between two people. So there's some third party energy that I'm getting as well. You know, you might just are in love with this person, but there's someone else also involved or will be getting involved in this connection. So beware of that third party energy. Either you or your person could get someone else involved in this connection as well. But I see that if it's not the case, if it's not a third party connection, then there's love, there's too much love in this connection, I feel, and you both are on the same page. You know, you both want stability in this connection, you want a long-term connection with each other. It's just that there could be some differences here, there could be some mystery, something hidden, or something has to come up on the surface which is not being revealed to you yet. Some sort of clarity is needed in this connection so that you both can move ahead towards the ultimate goal that you have, you know, with this person. 4 of Swords and 2 of Wands. Again, a confusion. With 2 of Wands, someone is at a crossroads. Someone doesn't know what to do next, where to move next, who to choose. If this person is confused, they could be confused between two people. There could be a disconnect in this connection, I feel, with the 4 of Swords. There could be a period of separation because someone is confused. Someone is going to hold themselves back or disconnect, turn cold. It's like a total disconnect. I feel for some of you guys, I'm so sorry, but this looks like a third party situation to me. You miss this person a lot, you're going to miss this person a lot, but truth will be told to you that they were confused between two people. Someone is acting immaturely and they're confused between two people, and this is going to cause a disconnect in this connection, I feel, with this 4 of Swords, because they're confused between two people. If it's not about two people, then they're confused how to take it forward with you, or even if they should take it forward with you. Could be a long distance connection as well, but communication is coming over this. If you're already disconnected with this person, communication, clarity, truth is coming to you. Whatever was not revealed to you with this Moon and the Ace of Swords right next to it, I feel whatever was not revealed to you, whatever was seeming to be a little mysterious to you, is now going to resolve, and the truth will be presented to you. With the full moon, I feel things are gonna change. With the next, full moon cycle, in fact, things are really gonna change in this connection. So I'm gonna use different decks today. I'm gonna use the Keepers of the Light and Self-Care Sacred Oracle deck. Let me know if you like it and you want me to use these decks really often, and if you have any suggestions on any other type of videos that you want me to do on my channel, let me know. I'll try to incorporate them as well. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I do free card pulls and sometimes do free readings as well. Please share my videos if you like it with your friends and family. Let's see what do we get for Geminis for August 2020, please. Any message for Geminis? Okay, we've got 2 cards. The first one is Master Buddha. So the card says increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. So it's like whatever is going on is going to, right now the guidance for you is that your awareness, your consciousness is expanding. You're being aware of whatever is going on in your life right now. You're connecting to your inner voice, your intuition, your higher self. Build a deep connection with that and see how things starts to unfold in your life. Whatever this mystery is also going to resolve if you trust your inner voice. Meditate and believe. Start to trust your inner voice over anyone else. Sometimes we just seek validation outside. You keep asking your friends or family if you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing. No, just listen to your inner voice. It'll be the best thing in your life. It will guide you in the best way, because you know what you have to do. Your soul is there to guide you, your higher self is there to guide you. Also meditate. Some of you guys might also start to follow or have that nudge to follow Buddhism as well, and if you want to, just do that. And to spread good vibes and keep yourself calm a little bit after all this disconnect and everything, you can chant the Nam Myoho Renge Kyo mantra. That helps to spread good vibes. I've heard. The next card is Melchizedek, that is higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. So it's like whatever is happening in your life or has happened in your life, it was for a purpose. Your soul needed this learning, your soul needed this lesson. So just understand that it was meant to happen this way, and go within and see that what is it that still needs to be learned by you, what is it that still needs to be healed in you. And it's like you have to go within. With this, I feel this is somewhere talking to me like the Hermit card. If you've seen it, it's time to go within, because to further progress, to move ahead in your life, you will have to go within, see what is not resonating with you anymore, what connections you need to cut, what healthy boundaries you need to set, whatever it is that you need to work on, inner child or self-love, whatever issues you might have, you will go within and you'll be able to see what you need to heal. Also, another healing practice that I'm getting for you is that you might be drawn to drawing mandalas, mandala art. You see, in both of these cards, it's like that kind of creation. So that could be the case, or in fact, you can draw anything for that matter. Like we call Rangoli as well in India. Like there's a thing called Rangoli, you can Google it. Just create something, do something about it. That is also another healing practice. Or you can chant Om as well. That's also I'm getting for you. Charity, prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. Some of you are actually planning to do some charity as well, that's another thing. But for others, it's like right now you have to just pray and contemplate. As I said, go within and contemplate, meditate and listen to your inner voice. See what it is telling you. Contemplate about your life, where it is going, where you are headed, what's next, what you need to heal. And connect with your higher self, connect with heaven, connect with the universe, connect with divine, whichever higher power you believe in, and ask and you shall receive. Let them know what you want to manifest in your life, okay? And detach from that, detach from the outcome, and then surrender and see the miracles that unfold in your life. Let's see what else do we get for Geminis. One more card, please. Too many cards. Is it all for? Okay, no, we got it. The divine director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So yes, universe or divine power, whichever higher power you believe in, is actually waiting for you to connect to it so that they can just, bless you with abundance, love, everything that you desire. Divine is at work in your life, and even if you disconnect with this person, don't take it to your heart, because it is meant to happen that way. Universe is intervening, and it's gonna bring you happiness, later on. You need to heal from all of it, and it's happening for your good only, because you do not resonate with it anymore, or you probably won't in the near future. So know that you're being guided every single time. You're being supported. So do not worry about anything in your life right now. Universe is intervening, and it's a good thing, right? Let's see what self-care guidance do we have for Geminis for August 2020. Too many cards. Okay. Look for fairies, look for magic, and magic will happen to you. Look for fairies. It's like basically connect with your angels, your fairies, whichever part you believe in, Look for them, look for magic, look for guidance, look for help from the universe, and you shall be given that, Ask and you shall receive. That's what the Charity card says as well for you. Spend time with friends. So call upon your friends, your soul family, your cousins, with whomever you enjoy, and spend some time with them. Play games, do things that you like. Beauty ritual. So work on yourself, work on your beauty. Probably actually just paint your nails, get a tattoo done. Get your body waxed. Use some face mask, whatever beauty ritual. You can use some crystals, whatever beauty ritual that you like to follow, just do that. Whatever works for you. Depends, you're a guy or a girl, whatever works for you, just do that. It's gonna really help and make you happy. The last card is burning bowl ritual. So whatever it is that is not resonating with you anymore, just burn it down and throw the ashes in the air, or bury it in the ground. You can write your fears as well. You can write what is holding you back, anything that you need to release, even if it's for a person that you need to cut your cords with, or you need to release energetically. You can write down their names, write down your fears, or anything that you need to release. Just write it down and burn it, okay? Or whatever you want to burn, other things as well. And if you want to do cord cutting, there's a meditation for that available on my website, and it's available at a very minimum cost, so you can do that as well. So that's it for Geminis. I hope you like this reading, and if you did, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me, and I will see you guys next time. Till then, bye bye, take care, and don't forget to check out my website as well. God bless you all.